Joining me now is Manuel Oliver, father of the late Joaquin Oliver. He's the founder of Change the Ref. Manuel and his wife organized that massive demonstration. Manuel, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. I want to say you also hand-delivered a letter to the office of Senator Cruz. It was written by your son before he passed. He was 12 years old when he wrote it. Can you tell us a little bit about what was in that letter?
Sure. Thank you for having me in the show. That was a letter that Patricia found in Joaquin's room, probably a few weeks after Joaquin was shot down in the Parkland shooting. The letter was a school project, and it was directed to gun owners in general. And the letter was asking a simple question: dear gun owners, why are you not okay with a background check? And then with a couple of other lines, including words like killing machine, stricter gun laws. I mean, he was only 12 years old, and he was asking for the same things that we ask today. So it was really very impactful to find out that Joaquin was an activist before we became activists after his death.
Just out of curiosity, how did you discover that letter? Was it always in your possession, or did you find it after the fact?
After the fact, my wife was cleaning Joaquin's room, trying to keep it clean and nice. And actually, we still have it. Joaquin's room no one has touched Joaquin's room. We only make it even nicer every day. So yeah, she found a few school projects, and then she kept the letter for her. She didn't tell me anything until a few days later that she told me that. And we kept it. We had this letter. We only showed it to a few people since then. And this was the perfect opportunity to bring it out and show it to everyone.
Amazing. And since your son's death, you've channeled this pain into activism and into art. You're not afraid to voice your opinion. On Monday, you interrupted President Joe Biden during a Rose Garden speech. Let's play a bit of the interaction. I'll talk to you on the other side of it.
We can make meaningful progress on dealing with gun violence. Because make no mistake, sit down, you'll hear what I have to say. If you think you...
I've been trying to tell you this for years.
Let me finish my comment. Let him talk. No one, okay? Because make no mistake.
So, Manuel, it's a little hard to hear what you were saying there. What was the message you were trying to convey to the president? And also, I want to know, did you get in touch with the president or anyone who worked with him after the fact?
No, I was not. Let me start by saying that one of the reasons I did that is that when I met the president a couple of years ago, he was running for president, and he told me that you need to find purpose in life to fight against anything. I thought that was great advice. We both know what losing a loved one means and how it impacts your life. So he gave me that advice of just move on. I mean, it doesn't matter. Don't let anybody stop you. What I did that day in the White House was asking for more. Very specific, by the way. I was asking the president to open an office, state office, inside the White House with a director, a czar, that will be 24/7 dedicated to prioritize gun violence. A person that you could go to and find solutions. So he knows that I wanted that. It's not the first time that I try to communicate with the president. I have done it before, but this time was really a response from a dad that has very little reasons to celebrate something that took 30 years to pass, and also during those 30 years, my son was shot.
And look, I mean, obviously no one should have to go through what you went through. I'm curious at an emotional level, and I've talked with Fred Grutenberg about this too, another father, victim of a school shooting, Parkland as well, about the ways that the grief lingers with you and the ways that the grief of that day changes you. And I'm curious for you, how has that grief lingered? How has it changed you as a person?
You know what, Patricia and myself, we work on this every single day. I mean, yes, we were in the White House with more than 2,000 others, but reality is that I have not stopped working against gun violence since February 14th in 2018. We decided to go in that direction. We decided to refresh our memory every single day with what happened and try to find answers to it. We've learned a lot during the process. And once you decide that direction, you have to be able to handle emotional situations. I think I am. What I did on Saturday is not way different than what I did a few months ago when I climbed that crane in front of the White House, or what we do every day. So I don't have a problem remembering what happened. I don't want to forget what happened. I don't want to pass the chapter and continue with my life the way it was, because that's impossible. So once you decide to do this, to take this path, you have to be strong enough or understand that you will need to go through these shock moments.
Well, Manuel Oliver, thank you so much. I'm so sorry what happened, and I appreciate you coming on here and talking about it with us. Thank you.